too good. Yeah. And by the way, when they're gone, the warranty is gone. Beware of the out-of-town contractors. Give Dwayne Pennick a call, guy you can trust. 575-318-9725. Tom on the text.
All right. This text is asking, how many kids go through college and how many of them go to a trade school? And how many of those college kids actually use their degree after they get out? And then do the math of how many kids use their trade school degree. That's your real question, asked the texter this morning.
And we've had quite a few texters text in and say, Tom, back away from the mic, boy. Nobody wants to hear you having trouble breathing. Corazon.
I turn it off periodically whenever he's.
And good morning. Have to appreciate Tom May's honesty about falling asleep during the online education thing.
And in
That
response,
was the first time.
in response to Tom's advances to the young girl, John Boy says, Tom, were you trying to rizz up that 21-year-old? Haha, want to see my Willie Nelson bust?
Well, we did have a moment. That's why I proceeded.
Well,
You
it was the
had a
moment.
moment.
I don't think you had a moment. I
Well,
think you mistook
describe
that.
describe the
Seriously.
moment. I'm all about moments. Describe it for me, please, and I can tell you.
We bumped into each other.
Okay.
And then our eyes met.
You bumped into her, and she's like, "What the hell are you doing?" So she
Wait.
looked at you.
Yeah.
Did y'all bump into each other as you guys were like serving food? Like,
Now, let me ask you this much, Tom. Did you rub your stomach
wait,
against her?
first of all, tell me, what were you wearing?
I was wearing my W105 shirt.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
So I was dressed to
Like, I'm
impress.
really
You
surprised.
were dressed to impress. Okay. Your W105 shirt is not impressive. Just let me tell you that right now. Not at Thanksgiving dinner. Keep going.
So you ran into her. She turned, looked at you like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah, they were about to serve the Thanksgiving meal, and so I kind of rushed over there and I bumped into her,
Okay. And
See?
y'all's eyes locked?
and we locked in.
Yeah, but her eyes said, "What are you doing?"
And
Yeah, she was like, "What the hell you doing?"
Y'all
Gordo?"
locked?
I extended my hand. I said, "Hi, I'm Tom," and then she mentioned her name, and then her dad was looking across the way, and said, "That's my daughter." Like, hey, stay out. man.
Oh, Tom's never
Yeah,
going
he
to be
was
invited to his sisters
intimidated that you
again.
might scoop up the beautiful daughter.
And, Tom, people are saying if your old butt tried to pick up my 36-year-old daughter, you'd be eating your teeth for Thanksgiving.
Travis, if she looked like you, I wouldn't get near her. dude.
Hey.
I never forget. This is a true story. I never forget. We had a listener, and she was very, very attractive. She was the type of woman that if you saw her walking away, you would have to stare and go, "Damn, that butt is bootylicious." And Tom asked her out. Now, she at the time was about 35 and he
did.
was about 60 something.
Was 60
She
yet.
owned her own business. She owned her own business. She was quite successful. And
Still
Tom's
is.
like, "Hey, me and you ought to go out." You know what I mean?
And
And
yes,
I was like, "Damn, he's swinging for the fences and all he's getting is air up in here."
well, I saw her 2 years later.
How many photos do you have of her?
I don't have any of her.
How many
He
did you
probably
have?
got some pictures from behind.
I will come to Tom's defense. A lot of times, like guys like Tom, they have no goals. They're just like, it is what it is. They're gonna shoot their shot. They're gonna take it and just they're gonna say whatever it is that they want to say
Hit
to
the
be
three.
silly, to be funny. And just one of these days, you might, catch a very brave woman who's like, "You want to go on a date? All right, let's go."
Who's
and
totally off guard and
Correct.
feeling
And-
down and
Yeah,
will
she
say-
sent me a message. She goes, "You're not going to believe who asked me out." And I was like, "Who?" And she was like, "Tom A." I was like, "What?" I was like, "She's a little out of your league, bro."
Well, I
So
saw-
did this girl that you bumped into, does she look like Hillary Clinton?
No.
Did you tell her that you had a Willie Nelson bus?
No, we didn't say anything but hi. That was it.
And so
But you had a moment.
Because she
So-
tried
That
to
was
get
a moment.
away.
So Eddie from Hobbs is saying, did you notice that Tom said he rushed to the buffet? That's how he bumped into her. Is that
Yeah,
what your
no,
intentions
exactly.
were?
Exactly.
Is that
That's
what
the
you
way
were
that
trying
That's
to
what
do?
happened. But,
Crazy.
But here's the funny story
Did
about
she
it.
fall?
Yes.
Did she?
I did bump into her.
Did she fall?
Okay, so
You bumped her hard enough to fall down?
so give us a little more visual of the moment. What part of her body did you bump into?
Well, I wanted to bump into her forehead.
Wanted to.
Bro, you went at her like that?
On purpose? You
La
bumped into her on
máquina.
purpose and knocked her down?
No, I wanted
Normally it's like a shoulder bump, like, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, and then
Or a
you're
light
kind of like,
rub.
oh,
Well,
it's
she was
okay,
getting
whatever.
up, and we're getting up at the same time, and I almost bumped into her forehead.
Luego, you didn't like touch her to say like, oh, it's okay,
No,
like I'm
and-
fine.
and
I'm
y'all were
fine."
Tom
This
brushed
story
up her
just
against-
keeps changing.
And I shook her hand, and then her dad
Tom was
said,
like,
"That's
I'm
my daughter."
sorry. I'm sorry. All right, taking out trash on the way. Guess whose home was targeted with a bomb threat on Thanksgiving Day? I'll be back.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Bomb threats against the former governor of California, Arnold's house, was after a bomb threat was placed on the celebrity's property.
Maria, there's a bomb.
I'll be back. I have to leave now. The maid is calling. Yes. Looks like a record number of Chinese have entered America illegally under the Biden administration. What kind of number do you think we have? Chinese coming into America?
I'm going to guess 400,000.
It's a little less than that,
I was
176,000.
gonna say it might be less because they have to travel further.
And
They still go through Mexico.
the ones that have been caught and are criminals in the United States, China is saying, no, we won't take them back.
We have
I'd be
parachutes.
like, oh no, you're taking them back. We're shipping them back as we speak right now. Santa Fe police chased down a car full of robbery suspects. Lapel video shows Santa Fe police chasing a vehicle with 3 individuals suspected of committing armed robbery on Thanksgiving Day. All started at a nearby gas station about 2 miles from where the chase ended. By the way, police were able to take the suspects into custody. Thank you. Democrat lawmakers suggesting that the U.S. Should counter the Trump agenda ahead of Donald Trump taking office.
See, that's what I was talking about. That's why I don't want him saying what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them to have time to try to put things in place that make it difficult for him to weed out the corruption.
I agree. Tom, do you know who Meghan Trainor is?
Megan Trainor, I heard the name.
She sings that song.
Meghan Trainor is
You
a
know-
pop star, and she says that she went too far with Botox,
No.
Oh, did she?
and she
Yeah,
says
if you
that
look at her.
she can't smile.
Without
She
you.
cannot smile anymore.
Let me
Can't
look her up
smile
really
No,
without
that's not her.
you. That ain't the one?
Yeah, she's got all the it looks bad.
Oh.
Megan
Just my-
Trainor.
So, Tom,
Just
do
my
you know
opinion.
what Botox is made from?
It's made from pork, isn't it?
No, it's made from botulism.
Yes.
Botulism. That's poison.
Yes.
It is.
And here's the crazy thing. They have shot me up for headaches with Botox, and it actually works because they shoot you in the nerves, and it actually works. So Botox is kind of like Viagra,
Well-
because Viagra wasn't meant to stimulate men. It was
For
meant
blood
as
vessels.
a heart treatment back when it first came out. And then they discovered, boing.
Well, because it works on blood vessels.
Yes.
And that's the canary in the coal mine for a lot of guys.
Yeah.
They're in a coma.
Boing. And same thing with Botox.
But there have been cases of people who have gotten too much Botox who
Yeah.
do end up getting very sick because of it, because
Nancy
it gets in their
Pelosi.
bloodstream.
Nancy Pelosi. Canadian town has been fined for refusing to celebrate Pride Month and flying the
Hallelujah.
rainbow flag. So they were fined $10,000.
You
for
go,
refusing
Justin
to
Trudeau.
participate
Yeah.
in Pride Month. What do you think about EMO, EMO, Ontario, population 1,300 said we're not celebrating Pride Month.
Well, they don't celebrate anything if they're emo. They just look there and go, I don't care.
No, good for them for taking a stand. And I feel like when
Yeah.
you take stands like that, those fines are provided for. Like,
Yeah.
God will make a way for them to be paid. Because
Well,
you're
why is
standing
the
up for
government? Why
righteousness.
is the government finding other cities
mandating.
for this?
A lot of times
Mandate.
they do it to set an example to other cities or jurisdictions, whatever. Like, you better do this or we're coming for you.
Well,
boost.
I mean,
This is
look
what-
at our governor
this is-
flying
yep.
flying the pride flag.
Absolutely.
But if you want to, people always think that Canada and the U.S. are a lot alike, and they are not.
No,
No.
no,
No.
no. Tom, you remember Roman from Days of Our Lives?
Yes, John Black was his name.
Holy
No,
cow, that was
his
fast.
name is Wayne Northrop.
Right. What about him? Did he die?
Right.
He passed away. He was 77
Did he
years old.
really? He was Marlena's husband.
That's why he keeps saying
That,
Marlena,
my
because that's a
friend,
character
is a little
name.
scary that you would know all this.
Do you watch Days of Our Lives?
Back in the 80s.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a big fan. That
Wow.
Hallmark
I remember
Dancing
watching
with Stars.
Young and the Restless and having a huge crush on Victor Newman.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that the same? No, that's a different show.
Well,
Yeah.
I have
My
no
mom
idea.
watched all those.
Yeah,
I was like-
I could never keep up now. Absolutely not.
I
There's no
was
way.
like a lot of oil patch workers who were out at work during that time. They'd go home and watch TV.
You were like
Wait,
a
wait,
lot
wait.
of oil patch workers.
Workers
Yeah.
watch the soap operas.
Yeah.
I'm doubting it.
Well, they'd be waiting for a phone
Still to
call.
come, we're going to talk about Bible sales are booming. First time Bible buyers.
Wow.
We'll talk about that.
Amen
The
to that.
Mexican cartels are trying to get chemistry students to move to Mexico. I'll tell you why. Yeah, I'll tell you why. And the Supreme Court to hear arguments over flavored vapes. We'll get to those stories. 803 KWMW, Maljamora 105.1 FM. Things that happen on this date in history coming up next. Right now, taking out trash, being brought to you by Trash Eaters. 575-408-1719. Call Kayleen this morning if you need them to pick up your trash. They do residential trash pickup. They have the 96-gallon poly carts. They also have commercial dumpsters. They can go to your business and drop off the 2 or 4 yard metal dumpsters and the roll-off containers. Yeah, they'll drop it off on location. You fill it up, they'll come back and haul it away. Call Kayleen, 575-408-1719, trash-eaters.com. Well,